So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Elise. Can he get it through? Great ball, and there's the shot! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's played it back. France finding their passes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rabiot. Hernandez. Now Saliba. Zaire Emery. And here's Thuram. Quarter of an hour played.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Rabiot. Conte. France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Martinez. And it's Shaw. Martinez, and playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Menu. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. He's found a way through. Crossed in. It's a mighty effort! He has done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's a sharp little ball here. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Menu. And Dalot. Diogo Dalot carries the ball down the right. Šeško, and he's got the shoots! Rabiot. Passing is crisp and sharp. Diogo Dalot, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Menu. Well seen, saw that coming. And here's Mbappe, now it's Elise. Diogo Dalot. Matheus Cunha has found the net here, of course. So what can they make of this? No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now, can they get him away? Olise, look at the shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. France go into the lead. Koundé gets a foot in here. Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Diogo Dalot. And there is the half-time whistle. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Real chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Thuram! Against the crossbar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Great chance! Well, now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Hernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Dalot. Looking to play a big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Oh, that's nice. In with the challenge. Manchester United have their second corner now. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Šeško. Back in possession and ready to go again. Now the chance for a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. That is good strength. Picked out Mathias Cunha! They want to be quick to recover this. And again! Oh, taken with style! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So is this the start of a comeback? Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Diogo Dalot. Mbappe. And it's Zaire Emery. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Looking for options for movement. Matheus Cunha. And the finish! Sticks it away! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
So,
8,
time for changes
Bruno
on both
Fernandes.
sides, actually.
Number 37,
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, their
Number
manager
13,
seems to have them always thinking
Sheshko.
about the next goal.
Number
When's the
10,
next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Coming on the
He's
field,
shifting through the gears
number
here.
7, Mason
Manchester
Mount.
United really
Number
might just end
25,
up kicking themselves after that.
Ugarte.
That could well have been it.
Number 11, Zirkzee. Number 19.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chouameni. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Caught offside that time.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
France clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Chouameni. Upamecano. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Added minute has been indicated.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Driving forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, they could be caught out here. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now it's Chouameni, and he's managed to get free. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in a great position here. Up he goes! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get
to
the
today's
juices flowing.
match.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's real.
Shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Chouameni, Rabiot, and it's Hernandez. And here's Dembele. And Hernandez. Maignan. Hernandez. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the
Manchester
passionate
United
crowd demands.
Against France.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Koundé. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Menu. Shesko. Not just Cunha! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Ball's gone out of play. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's a good-looking delivery. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
In with the challenge. And here's Dembele, looking for the run. Camavinga gets into a good position. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Elise. That's an excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Shesko. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Diogo Dalot. That's a lovely, neat pass. Shaw. Casemiro. Shaw. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get it through?
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Shaw picks it up out wide. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. And it's Dembele for Elise. Now, can they get him away? Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. And the counter is on. And it's Casemiro. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Menu. Casemiro. For sure. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here. Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Camavinga. France looking to pass their way through. Casemiro. Shaw. And Casemiro. And it's Shaw. Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please take all
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Diogo Dalot. Some good work on the right flank here. Foot in. Can he get on the end of this? And he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. Can he latch on to this? Menu receives it in a wide position. Drilled in, look. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Shapes to shoot! He scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's found a way through. Bruno Fernandes ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Rabiot. Great defending, strong and determined. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great skill, that's nice. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he was alert to it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Diogo Dalot looking to play him in.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Diogo Dalot is wide and looking to get onto this. And the keeper beats it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Martinez. Shaw. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. Shaw with the cross. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Looking for options for movement. Olise. Camavinga. Now it's Olise. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. France are back on level terms. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 37,
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
France really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up.
It's a mighty effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Xerxes is offering a right smile there.
Number 19, Mbulu.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Casemiro. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Now it's Xerxes. And it's Dalot.
Great feat, that. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Martinez. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Mount. Well, that looks a decent ball. Koundé. Fofana
has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now that's well seen too. De Ligt.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester
I'm
United.
Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a great position here.
That was lovely, that.
Good ball, good take. Oh, sweet feet. He's going for goal. Just a whisker away. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthias de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Upamecano. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Looking for options for movement. And a shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back stick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Conte. Bruno Fernandes. He's a Sesko! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one.
Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Zaire Emery is there, and he can get that clear. He's found a way past. Bruno Fernandes, Sesko! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Rabiot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Shaw. In with the challenge. Rabiot. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Shaw made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And it's made its way to him. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time. Conte. And it's Rabiot. And Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. And that is masterful defending. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. And here's Elise. Chance! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France get themselves into the lead. France looking to pass their way through. Šeško. Upamecano.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Zaire Emery. And here's Mbappe. Rabiot. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Hernandez. Rabiot. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Oh, shooting shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
He's had it taken off him. Rabiot for Elise. Knocks it into space. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. And he's gone direct here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Conte. And Hernandez. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. Conte. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Great vision. Caught offside that time. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. De Ligt. And Maguire. De Ligt. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Shaw. And De Ligt. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through, and the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Olise with the short one. Now it's Olise. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Now it's Menu. That looks a cracking ball. Lovely. Now, great chance! It's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 30.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Matthias Cunha.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
He plays one through. Oh no, this does not look good.
Number 11, Zirkzee. Number 19.
And it's Shaw. Shaw with the cross. He gets big. And that could have brought them level.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
It's gone for a throw-in. Manchester United are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Koundé. It's a good run down the right. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? And the shot's on here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mbappe! No, he's not getting his way this time. And here's Dembele. Barcola. Decent chance! Goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Out of time.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Dembele. Oh, they can break here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we're done. In the end then, no